When we think about maths, sometimes the first thing that comes to mind is just numbers, but there's more to it than we think. For instance, algebra. Algebra is one of the most debated national and international maths topics. Algebra consists of numbers, words, equations, which can generally make it quite confusing when teaching it to students. On one of my pracs, I was in charge of teaching algebra to a Year 4 classroom, which had to engage all students. I had a few Indigenous students in the class, and I had to do this by engaging all of their diverse needs. That's when I started researching and I came across with Dr. Chris's Matthews method, cooperating storytelling with algebra. I incorporated maths as storytelling approach, which consisted of 5 simple steps. So basically, using this method, I was able to correspond with the Australian curriculum, also incorporate the cross curriculum. In studies, we can see years 3 to 5, we should present new experiences aimed at constructing key mathematical concepts and ideas, such as describing relationships and making predictions. I then incorporated this method into my lesson by engaging storytelling and then making the students draw the patterns, then counting the amount of patterns constructed. By doing this, it allowed me to activate their prior knowledge and use real-life context relating back to the Indigenous students. The students were able to form connections and understand the mentality behind the calculations and relating this back to the algebra taught in class. This pedagogical method was a success and definitely worked. It also was a fun way to interact with students as they were enjoying mathematics. There is many research conducted relating to activating prior knowledge and applying real-life context, in this instance, storytelling. Rebecca Albert emphasizes in her article how important activating prior knowledge of students is a key method for learning about the content taught. She elaborates with engaging activities and pedagogical approaches in class. Chris Little and Keith Johns are other popular names who conducted research regarding teaching using questioning and real-life context to teach mathematics. I can go on and give many pedagogical approaches which support how successful teaching mathematics, algebra, using storytelling is, as it also is supported by the 8 Aboriginal ways of learning pedagogical approach established by Tyson Young Kaporta. These are efficient methods to use with a diverse range of students as it builds a holistic environment, especially with Aboriginal students, as it will enhance their understanding with the content taught and build a cultural connection. Utilizing these pedagogical approaches, we as teachers can form a well-constructed, interactive and diverse maths lesson, making mathematics a fun, engaging subject.